Welcome to another Fishing with Fuji video. Today's really special for me because I've been trying to engineer this trip for a long time. Today I'm fishing with Bobby Abruscato, a two-time IFA Redfish Tour champion and 9-time Classic qualifier Bernie Schultz, headed to Tulsa, stopped over here. He's on the way to the Classic, and we tried to get out here today to see if we could catch some trout because I wanted to put a saltwater guy against a freshwater guy and see what happened. There's a lot of skill on this boat today, and we're looking forward to a good time.
We just hadn't found out where it is yet.
yeah.
And we already got a winner right now because Ising said Abruscato right. So
I said it right.
Start. Yeah.
And Schultz I spelled with a C.
Yeah, that's good. I think it's left out most of the time.
We just got started. We're in for some dangerous weather later in the day. We wanted to start early today because actually they have closed the schools at noon today. The southwest breeze has just kicked up a little. They say this wind might reach Category 1 hurricane proportions by late today. So we want to knock this out, catch some fish, and see how these two do compared to one another. And we're going to fish these point blanks hard and see what happens. We've already caught a few fish, so stick around.
Extends from here. Yeah, if you picture, this is the river. They call this Hallsville Creek. This is Dog River right here, and this makes a point. And if you picture this point extending out here, actually it even goes a little bit further out, kind of like a cone-shaped point. Whereas over there it's about 5-6 feet. Over here it's about 7 or 8 feet, 6-7 feet, and we're probably sitting in about 4.5 right here. So I'm trying to get the boat right here on the edge where it starts to drop down into that 7. Gotcha. And it pretty much lines up, you know, kind of with the way the river channel starts. See that point of the marsh grass right there? Yeah. So I'm just kind of doing this by feel, and the few mullet that I've seen out here have kind of been on this little ledge right here too. Now I catch fish out on like that little dinker he caught. You know, if I was out on this flat, I would probably be throwing a popping cork or something like that.
So Bobby,
hey,
how you think Bernie's doing in the back of the boat?
He's whacking them back there.
Is he hanging?
Yeah, we had to give him his lure.
Is he hanging with the saltwater boys?
He is. He's doing good, man.
Yeah, he's finally fishing a slick. Now we have to worry about him.
Yeah, I know it.
He's liable to whoop us.
Yeah.
I guess this means fishing is fishing.
Fishing's fishing.
Fishing is fishing. Fish are going to bite. Fish are going to bite. You work on your presentation. Yep. You work on the area the fish are in.
He's got one right now.
And there you go. Yep. You guys might want to swing around and do his fish.
He had one just a second ago, too. Somebody got a line out. He's got a freaking good one. It's a nice trout.
Ho, ho, ho! It's going to be some good. Oh, that was lucky. Nice. Nice little fish.
Make sure you tie a good knot, Bernie.
One of those baits in the boat. I just got back from Winston-Salem, North Carolina at the International Custom Rod Building Exposition. I talked to some guys there and realized that I've made a mistake in promoting point blank.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Because you're the saltwater guy, right? Yeah, I understand. No, most of the opportunities I have are here on Mobile Bay and the rivers and delta and sounds and all of that. So the opportunities are mostly for trout and redfish. And we have opportunities to film them. We have opportunities to take photos. So a lot of times a trout or redfish photo will end up in an ad. And I had people walking up to me at the show saying, yeah, that's that inshore saltwater blank, isn't it? Well, we've got a guy here who wants to argue with that. Bernie's headed for the Classic up in Tulsa, and he came by Foley to pick up some point blanks that I built for him, and he's taking those to Oklahoma. The entire blank series was designed as a freshwater bass blank. All 20 models are suitable for some kind of bass fishing, a number of techniques. But Bernie, you've been fishing them all through the Elite Series last year. What do you think? I mean, is it everything we say it is?
It's absolutely. It's a precision built rod. Or blank, I should say, and with the right components, you can modify to any situation. You know, whether you're grub fishing, you know, with light line on a you know, shorter spinning outfit,
Right.
or you're throwing more aggressive techniques with like spinner baits, chatter baits, that type of thing on a stouter rod. They hold up, and they're. What I like about them more than anything is we make thousands of casts in a day, and the fatigue factor just isn't. It's not even an issue. These rods are so light, you can fish them all day, and it just has a sensitivity that a lot of rods don't offer. You know, especially when you're, you know, fishing so many different techniques and switching up all the time. Sometimes there's an acclimation process going from one rod to another. It seems like it's a quicker transition period when you're using point blank.
Yeah, you get used to them, and
I
I build the same blank for Bernie as a casting rod or a spinning rod. The blanks can cross over. A lot of manufacturers want, you know, they talk about spinning blanks and casting blanks. A lot of rod builders know that there's not a ton of difference in two blanks. So I may build him a 7.3 medium in spinning, and then turn right around and build a 7.3 medium in casting. I don't know. Can you tell them apart? I mean, do you feel any difference?
Well, you can. A lot of it's relative to the line you're using and the weight of your lure, but the universal feels they're ultra light and ultra sensitive.
Yep.
And
very fast tips. And a lot
they are quick rods.
of the rod.
They are. They're a fast rod, but they're just. I like the sensitivity, and not so much about detecting strikes, but a lot of times just feeling what the lure is doing, or feeling what's on the bottom. Having contact. A lot of what you do in bass fishing is, you know, you're trying to figure out the bottom composition, or when you run into cover, your chances for a strike go up. So you want to be sure that your lure's in contact with that type of stuff. And so sensitivity is a big deal.
Yeah, you can feel a difference in change in the bottom, like going from
Absolutely.
shell or gravel to mud.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's a big deal. You know, it makes a big difference on a lot of lakes and reservoirs.
See, we do that when we redfish. You cast with a point blank. You can tell when you're in the shell where the redfish are going to be, and you can tell when you're back in the mud. You ought to go ahead and crank up and throw again. So the purpose, the function, the application, excuse me, of these rod blanks is applicable in fresh or salt water, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, yeah. But I was just thinking, one of the things that Bernie said too, that when he was talking about the fatigue factor, just how light the rods are. When I give one, you know, when I finish a rod and tell somebody to hold it, they go like, it's not going to hold up. Well, these rods that I'm using today have been through numerous redfish tournaments, pulling redfish out of grass, matted grass. You know, and then the other thing that Bernie said too that I think really holds true is you can take this blank, like I'm using a 7.3 medium fast right now that I like when I'm trout fishing with plugs, and then with my redfish rods I go to a 7-foot medium heavy with a fast tip because I want a lot more backbone. But with trout I want that soft body. So anyway, so you can build the rod suited to the application that you're going to use it for. And the big thing that we do inshore saltwater fishing too is we're not as much target fishing as Bernie is doing. He's not. So my whole deal is, for the most part, is making long casts and covering a lot of water. And these rods here, when you put the titanium Torzite guides on here, I can, with minimal effort, I'm using 10-pound fluorocarbon, I can throw this thing to where my license isn't any good anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they're just incredible products. The whole product comes together you know, it's all I'm using myself.
Yeah, but they won't catch fish for you. So we got.
That's right. Yeah.
Where are we right now? Are we about tied?
I think we're about tied. Yeah, I think I might have him on biggest, but I don't know. He may. It's going to be close, I think, on the count. I'm glad that we got a camera to document it, so we can go through and say, okay, that's one for Bernie, one for Bobby,
right. Yeah.
Two for Bernie.
It's supposed to be my day off now. I mean,
you see where I am in this competition.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I didn't know somebody was watching. I didn't know we're keeping count.
Oh, we're always keeping count. Well, we're going to catch a few more here and see how things go, and maybe we can get a point blank all bent up on a good trout here a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute, maybe they had. No, the last The last one I had was close like this one was.
Close to that?
Yeah, a lot closer. Maybe it's a little. Should I try and get this one in this time, guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah.